With this setup, it's got a, this is a cigarette lighter port, has a digital readout of the 12 volt power, so it'll let me monitor the batteries as well, this has got it, my power inverter has it, and my charge controller also displays the status of the batteries. And then what's really cool is this has got two USB chargers, so this will have multiple purposes, and this bolts right to the faceplate of the. This is the faceplate of the box. I've got a power strip for my hot connections and my grounds. This will get connected from here to the batteries, and then all of the circuit wires that you see hanging out of the box will get connected to these terminals as well. And then they'll all be insulated, so there's no chance of anything touching anything in here. All the circuits I have up here that you see hanging out of the walls, I have inline fuse connectors for, and these are the mini fuses. So all the lines will be fused, because I want to rather be safe than sorry. And so that's what I've been working on today. Things are a little bit slower, and the flies in here are bad today. Part of being, my back has just been killing me today. We really put a lot of work in yesterday, and I can feel it today. I did get a few things done today already. I got the blue board that I didn't get to install for insulation returned. Been working on this, cleaned up around the van. Wow, the flies are bad. And I showered today. So that's what I've been working on. I'm going to keep plugging away at this. Later I've got to go pick up some Velcro for the door that you can access underneath the bed platform from inside, so that way it doesn't whack back and forth when I'm driving. And I'll just put a couple of small Velcro pads that'll keep the door closed all the time, and then when you want to stick your finger in the hole to open it up, you just pull it and it'll release the Velcro. So that's what I've got going on. So I'm going to get back to work, and when I get a little further along and got some more to share, I will do a little bit more videotaping. So stick around. The journey is just beginning. Hopefully here within the next week and a half, I'll have this finished and be on the road. So that's the main goal, is to get to the point where I can start and head south before the cold weather hits Minnesota. It's November now, and I'm really lucky that it's still beautiful outside, which is really uncommon because usually it's freezing cold. So stay tuned. Alright, what I've got right now is just this wired temporarily to make sure that everything is right. I've got my jumper from positive to positive, negative to negative. My voltmeter up there is telling me 12.5 volts. The voltage stays the same, it's just the amperage is doubled. So that's good. So I just wanted to make sure that that's correct. Now I've got to run my cables in here along the side over here, up the wall, for my connections to the actual box itself, and I need to run the cables for the solar panels real quick. But I just wanted to stop and show you where I'm at. As you can see the digital multimeter display on that little guy, which is kind of cool. And I'll give you an update here soon. Alright, well, you can see I've got the charge controller mounted on the wall. The cables going to the battery bank are installed, and you notice that they're on the outside of the wall. That's because when we were doing the paneling, I completely forgot about them. That's just like the cabling that are going to go from the battery bank over to the distribution panel over there are not behind the wall because I forgot to install them. So hopefully this right here will be a reminder to anybody else who's doing this. When you're working on your van and you're tired and you just want it to be over, you got to really pay attention so that you don't end up like with what I've got here. I've got wiring that I wanted behind the wall that's not going to be now. It's going to be on the wall. So this is not a deal breaker. It's not that big of a deal, but it could have been avoided, and it could have been a much nicer install if I would have just been paying attention. So to anybody that's thinking about, converting a van, really, I can't stress it enough. Double check everything. The This could have been a whole lot nicer if I would have just paid attention.